Hey there, Wendy Emerson coming to you for the pits at Canandaigua Motorsports Park. I'm talking a little fast. I am with Matt Guererri, who drives a 12G in the Sportsman division. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
We were just talking about hot dogs. Tell me about that. You have hot dog boxers on, so I've been shown. What is that all about?
Oh, because Paul busts my chops every week, saying I always rather look good than go fast, and it's just a joke we got between the two of us. He always busts my chops about waxing my car and cleaning my parts, so something he gets to bust on me about every week. Thinks it's funny.
Well, there you go. So now we know what that's all about. So you're 14th in points right now, and you haven't quite made it to victory lane yet. What's going on with that, and what do you need to do with the car and on the track to get yourself there?
I think it's more learning than anything. A lot of good drivers out there. Paul and Kevin and Wiesner, and these guys have been racing for a long time, so any little mistake they drive by, it's just a big learning curve. You got to get used to racing with the guys and hit your line every lap and try to keep up with them pretty much.
And Matt, how long have you been racing? And I know there's kind of a big family affair for the Guerreris, but how'd you get started?
I've helped Paul and my brother worked on their cars for a long time, and I got out of school and got a job and told my dad one day that I wanted to race, so we went and got a cheap car, and we started off last year in the Legends class and ran pretty good there and moved up and just been learning ever since. Got Paul and Nick and Kevin, they helped me out a ton trying to tell me what to do to better myself on the track, but it's been working out good.
So this is your rookie year in the big block division, so you're actually doing pretty well, having it being a learning experience for you.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, did good in the Legends class, but there was only 4 or 5 cars at the time, and you only run 10 laps, and moving up with them guys was a whole new ball game. We get 25 of them, and they all go by every week, and it gets frustrating, but they try to help me out as much as they can, though.
Do you think, this being your rookie year, that you'll try and qualify for Super Dirt Week?
No. Way too much money. I'm lucky I can race here and go to a show here or there during the week, but definitely way too much money.
And do you have aspirations beyond running a big block, or Sportsman, excuse me? Do you plan to move up to the big blocks?
If I ever had a sponsor to let me do it, but I know I'd have to have a real good job for me to move up to big blocks, a lot of money, so stick in the Sportsman and run with Paul and Nick and Kevin and these guys and have fun doing that.
And soon to be Frank, right? Frank is driving in the new Legends business. What's it like competing against your family members?
It's pretty nice. I mean, they can beat me every week, but they've been racing for a while, but as soon as I beat them, I'd try not to let them hear the end of it. But Frank, he'll be moving up hopefully soon to come race with us, and then hopefully the announcer doesn't get screwed up with 4 or 5 of us out there. Well,
I know it took us a few weeks to figure out the 2 R's come at the end of your name. So let's see. Where does the number 12 come from?
Actually, my favorite number has always been 7, and Paul's had 7, so my dad used to race, and he was 12G, and when Paul started racing, he was 12G, so I figured I'd just take my dad's number, and if Paul ever retires someday, another 40 years, and maybe I can take this number 7 back.
And what advice would you give to a newcomer?
I don't know. I needed advice myself, but I don't really have a lot of advice. Just keep your head up and try running a good line and ask people questions, and that's what I try doing. I ask Kevin and Paul and these guys, I ask them many questions I can and try to get better, but big learning experience. Okay,
so tell us who supports you, who sponsors you, and who's here for you week in and week out. Let's give them some kudos.
Trout's Auto Recycling, they're my main sponsor, and JSB Graphics, Probert Racing, Givo's Rears and Gears, and my parents are their big help. They're probably 3/4 of the reason why I'm here every week, so Nick and Kevin, they help me out a ton, him and Paul, and they break something. I don't really have a lot of money to go buy new stuff, so they give me a lot of their used stuff, and if it wasn't for them 3 guys, I definitely wouldn't be racing, so got to thank them guys.
Well, Wendy Emerson talking to Matt Guererri, who drives the 12G in the Sportsman division. It's been a lot of fun. We wish you luck, and we know we're going to see you in victory lane soon.
I hope so. Thank you.
Wendy Emerson from Canandaigua Motorsports Park.